Josh, go ahead.
Josh, just physically, how does it feel being back?
It's just a blessing, to be honest. I mean, I wouldn't say I was 100% today, but I was good enough to go. So, I mean, I was blessed to get out the game healthy, and I didn't have any new injuries or reoccurring injuries. So, it was just good to be back out there with the guys.
When did you know you were going to be ready to go?
I practiced on Tuesday, so I was like,
Josh, you guys are trying to make that next step as a program, and you feel like we've seen games like this before with defense struggling, and I guess just what's the frustration level at it as you kind of go through this again?
I just feel like we just got to bounce back from this, to be honest. I mean, we can't blame it all on the defense. We put them in a few bad situations, but it's just competing against the highest level teams. Notre Dame is one of those teams, even though their record didn't show that they were one of the best right now. They still got dudes on the board, and they got a great coaching staff. So it's just competing with the best of the best and not just beating the teams that we're supposed to beat. As
a leader, what do you kind of say to the team to kind of get them back on track here, especially the defense?
All of us are brothers. So at the end of the day, we're going to hold each other accountable, but we just got to go to practice tomorrow. We got to get better, and then we can't blame or point a finger on anybody because everybody could have been better tonight.
Is there any of that going on, Josh? Blaming and pointing fingers? Like, do you see any of that defensively? It looks like those guys have gotten frustrated at times, and there's been some words said.
I wouldn't say it's like pointing fingers. I mean, it's just frustration. Everybody sometimes doesn't make a play. Sometimes they do make a play, so it's just a little bit of that. We just got to be more consistent on offense and defense. It's not just them. So I wouldn't say anybody's pointing the finger per se. We're a whole group. We love each other. We're a family, so we just got to bounce back.
What is the level of frustration, though, with the way the game played out? And
I feel like it's just a little similar to last year because, I mean, a lot of the guys that playing this year didn't experience last year. I mean, I did, so it's not like this is a new feeling to me. So it's just a little frustrating because of that, but, I mean, it is what it is. We're going to bounce back.
Josh, take us through the play where you caught the first touchdown ball. I mean, it looked like you went up over the dude, reached back over him. I mean, was that kind of like a nice welcome back moment? Since you hadn't played for a while?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I just I didn't know how good I was going to feel, like playing against a whole other team, especially Notre Dame. So just being able to make a play like that is a blessing, and not coming out of the game with any injuries. So I was just happy to be out there, happy to make some new plays, and be out there with the guys. So can't complain.
What did you say to that defensive back after you mossed him?
I just looked down on him and I said, I just dunked on you, boy.
And even in spite of the result, it had to feel pretty good to see Antoine get out there and get a couple of big plays.
Oh yeah, definitely Antoine. He's worked his butt off for the past few years because he had a gruesome injury a few years ago, and just seeing him out there make plays tonight with me and the team. I mean, I texted him a few days ago, and I was just like, I'm glad to be out there with you again, bro. And he was like saying it's mutual. So just seeing him be able to make plays and run around and be healthy is a blessing for both of us. So I'm proud of him.
What was Mac's message in the locker room to the team after the game?
He was just telling us he's proud of us, even though we took that loss. I mean, we got a couple bad calls that went our way, but that ultimately didn't decide the game. But I feel like there were some bad calls in there, but we just gotta. He was just telling us we just gotta come back tomorrow and work because we got VT next week, a very winnable game. So we should compete with them and try to win next week.
What was your vantage point on him going off in the official?
I was like kind of fired up to see Coach Brown like that, backing us up. I mean, I think that was a bad call. I don't really think Cedric had a pass interference on that play. So seeing Coach out there fired up for us and really defending us, it was kind of like it was a big moment for the team because we were like, yeah, Coach behind us, even though we already knew he was behind us, but he showed it again today.
Is that actually something you take from this and move forward with?
Yeah, I mean, he was backing us up out there. He wasn't just. It was a bad call, and he was going to stand on that. He was willing to do anything for it. So.
Josh, was there anything that you felt in any way tentative or hesitant about with what you're doing? I don't know, out of a break or something like that in terms of your health today? Was there anything you were like, I need to watch myself in this sort of situation?
Nah, I was I mean, when I'm in game, I don't really focus on, if I'm out there, I'm out there, so I can't really be worried about how my leg feels or this and that. So I was just worried about trying to make the play for my team and run the best route possible. So I wasn't really favoring my leg at all. I mean, I moved around better than I thought I did, so I was happy to see that.
You talking about like thinking Mac has you gas back with the penalty you got. Did you feel like that's sort of the team-wide reaction to what happened there? You don't see that happen often, you know, with a head coach getting flagged like that. Do you feel like the team sort of felt that way as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, everybody was just like, oh, like, y'all saw Mac out there going crazy, so it was just like, everybody was like, it was a moment like, just like, Coach cares about us. So I feel like he was standing behind us in that moment. Everybody felt like that.
You guys good?
Yep.